Inflation has declined to 3.34%, noting its lowest rate in nearly 6 years since September 2019. This is notable as consumer price index-based inflation was 3.61% in February and significantly higher at 4.85% in March 2024. The change was likely driven by the continued trend of declining food prices as food inflation, a key component of the CPI, has eased to 2.69% in March from 3.75% in February. This is a massive improvement from the staggering rate of 8.52% food inflation in March 2024. This comes after RBI Governor Sanjay Malhotra, while announcing the monetary policy update on April 9th, that said inflation has been on a downward trend, supported by a favorable outlook on food prices. Let me quickly, in fact, bring in Aditya Vadavan joining us for more on this story. Aditya, how positive a moment is this for India's economic outlook?
Well, absolutely. It is indeed a very positive development as far as the Indian economy is concerned. You know, food prices going down is a significant milestone in any country's economy because, you know, let us put this into perspective that in India, all all financial sections of people live in India, and that is why they have a different paying capacity. They have a diversified paying capacity. There exists an upper middle class, lower middle class, and middle class. So it is essential that the basic food items should not cross the threshold barrier of inflation, and you know it is very essential to keep inflation in check. You know, so that the basic essential need of the day, which is food, is available to all the sections of the society. You know, it is a very significant development that has happened, and it is the RBI, you know, which needs to be credited for its policy decision that it is taking in this direction. Yes.
Absolutely. In fact, Dr. Sharat Kohli, senior economist, is also joining us in the broadcast. Dr. Kohli, what has led to this, very important news that has come in of retail inflation easing to a multiple-year low?
Good morning, Uday. Good morning to the viewers of NewsX. I think easing of the supply chains, which got disturbed because of monsoons last year and some of the other reasons, I think things have calmed down, and also the action taken by the government. You know, there was hoarding, there was black marketing. I think a comprehensive action has been taken against the people who hoard deliberately, taking advantage of price rise. I think that has eased the things out. As per my understanding, you know, there are 4 factors which are now going in favor of the Indian economy, and some very positive news, I would say, from Indian economy. One is, of course, the retail inflation for March coming below 3.5%. Second is the tax cut which happened in February. I think especially the salaried people, they're going to see the benefit of these tax cuts when they get their salary from between 1st May and 8th May. They will see the first month when they'll have more in their pockets. The take home is going to rise. Apart from that, if you see, the good monsoons have been forecast for India. So that's also very, very positive. So the rate cut, inflation down, monsoons reporting very good, and all the other economic parameters in India, they're sounding, the export has turned out to be more than $800 billion, $827 billion to be precise, with merchandise comprising of $437 billion. I think all in all, the domestic situation is very good. If we leave out the Trump tariff, which has shaken the international community and global economy, domestic, parameters in India are very, very favorable, and that is also boosting the stock market sentiment.
Yes.
I would say, I think it's high time stock market should be taking cognizance of the Indian factors.
Dr. Kohli, appreciate you joining us with your perspective on that story. The Supreme Court